Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025. Now, admittedly, today was kind of a weird day because today we were playing fighting games on a day when normally I wouldn't, because we're not doing Friday night fights this week. And this was kind of a weird middle of the week, counting down to the release of the Switch 2 and Mario Kart kind of day. It wasn't, really hype scheduled games. And because of that, today kind of sucked. All right. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to give it to you like it is. I'm going to tell you why today sucked. So here's what happened today. We started off today with a level 1 podcast, excuse me, where we talked about a couple of interesting topics that I knew that people wanted me to discuss today because there was some timely stuff that actually happened. First off, Witcher 4 had a tech performance demo release over, I guess it was an Unreal like conference or convention or something like that, where all the devs who were making games with Unreal Engine were showing their stuff off. And so CD Projekt Red was one of the big ones, and we watched the whole thing and I reacted to it on the podcast. So that was definitely something that was interesting to watch. And that was timely because it just happened today. So I was able to do it pretty much live. But then we had to talk about the future of Blueprints, which sadly, as you know from yesterday, is doing horribly. It's not working as a late stream, and now sadly it's failing as a day stream. So we came to a quick determination. I am going to attempt to do one more stream of Blueprints, and if it does decently, I'll keep it in the rotation. If it tanks again, we're done. And it sucks because after all the amount of gameplay that we've played, that's a really hard decision for me to make. But I want you to tune in, watch the podcast from this morning, and you'll see why we came to that determination. Okay, we didn't actually even have time after those two things that we did to look for wheels and pedals for PC for future driving streams like Truck Sim. So we'll probably end up doing that tomorrow morning on the show. Okay. So after that, we jumped back into Clear Obscure Expedition 33. Now you remember we had come to an agreement, and the agreement was that we are just going to finish the story of this game. We're going to get to the end, and then at the very end, we're going to see, does it make sense to go do more side content? But we're just going to try to finish it because at this point, we're over 50 hours in, and the attendance and support is dwindling. 2 streams ago, I think I made like 30-something dollars on the stream. And then last time, because I had brought up, oh man, I don't want to retire the game, I want to beat it, we actually had a rallying, and a bunch of people came to that last Claire Obscure stream and supported it, so we did well. This morning was the worst stream of Claire Obscure, and the worst stream that I have actually done in about a year and a half. I think the last time I had a stream this dead were the night streams when I was playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth almost 2 years ago. All right? Attendance was abysmal. We had less than 150 people on YouTube and only about 40 to 50 people on Kick. So one of the lowest attendance streams I've ever had ever in my life. Okay. Then the support was non-existent. Like, no exaggeration. We raised about 16 to 20 bucks on the podcast. Guess how much we raised during 3 hours of only Story of Claire Obscure? $7 for 3 hours of gameplay. Okay. Now here's the thing. There are people who are watching Clear Obscure on demand, but sadly, this is just not translating into support outside of the views on demand. And I feel like, sadly, this is a playthrough where the people who like it are watching it on demand. They're not coming to the streams. I mean, there were some people who were engaging on the streams. It was like 10 people. It was like 5 people on the YouTube side and 5 people on the Kick side. Okay? So, obviously, this really sucks because I already had a really bad stream of Blueprints the day before. So now we're talking back-to-back terrible streams for engagement and support. That's not good. So what do we do? Well, I mean, we're in the end game. I'm basically a few minutes away, likely, from beating Act 2 and then getting into Act 3. And people are saying the story of Act 3 will probably take me 2 streams. And then the game is done. Or that means skipping all the side content. But people are saying the best content of the game is the side content at the end of the game. And it means I have to skip it because no one will show up and engage and support with this playthrough anymore. I don't know what to do. I have no solutions. We already said that we were going to play it to the end, but just the story. I guess that's what we're doing. It just seems like every time I play this game, we're going to have no one show up, and it's going to be a dead stream of people complaining that I'm playing this game still. I just don't understand it. I really don't. Why people liked the game for a month and now they don't. Or on top of that, why people just have no attention span anymore. Because you notice it's every lengthy game that doesn't work anymore. Anything longer than 15 to 20 hours and it's not multiplayer, people freak out and hate. I just don't get it anymore. I don't. As a gamer, it's part of my gaming life and culture. Longer games make sense, especially when you're playing an awesome game that has tons of story and content and is getting better and better. And that's what's happening with Claire Obscure. Like, I'm leveling up and we're fighting tougher bosses and things, but it's just not enjoyable when no one's there along for the ride with me. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to lie. The first stream literally sucked. No one showed up, no one engaged, and no one supported. And it's the worst stream I've done in a year and a half. Then the night stream tonight, because I couldn't do fighting games Friday night, which you guys have been enjoying and supporting recently, Friday night fights. I wanted to do them once this week. So I said, let's do it on Tuesday night just to mix it up and break up the week. So we did more Capcom versus SNK 2. Now, admittedly, I will say this. Sadly, the matches were laggy as hell. Most people are no longer playing this collection, and it's only 2 weeks old, and no one wants to play it. And that's just pathetically sad that Capcom, again, has done it. This is the third collection like this. Capcom Fighting Collection 1, the Marvel Collection, and now this. It's just, they're dead. No one plays them after a couple of weeks because Capcom doesn't put in crossplay, and the netcode is fucking terrible. Capcom makes no effort to improve, so I end up getting a couple of weeks of content out of them, and then they're dead. And that's what's happened here is the few people who are left actually are cheating. I'm not kidding you. I actually found someone who had a diamond ranking in the game who was using a lag switch. They would get to round 3, the final round. They had an R2 Sagat, ratio 2 Sagat. They would wait till they had level 3 super. They would turn on their lag switch, which would make the game go to red connection, and they would just roll super. And you can't block it in the lag. So literally, they would hit you with a level 3 super, and you couldn't do anything about it, and they would win every time. Finally, I said, fuck this, and I realized they were doing it, and I played incredibly hard, and I beat them, and then I said, I'm not playing them again, and I quit. I couldn't believe it. That's who's left. These low-level degenerates are playing this fucking game, lag-abusing scrubs. Now, overall, it was still a good night. I had some good matches against people, but most of them were insanely laggy. Again, you tell the collection you want a 4 to 5 bar connection, it gives you a red connection. And you can't see the quality of the connection before you join the match. So you can't even say, oh, I don't want that. It's too low bar connection. They did it on purpose because if they did, no one would play the collection. You understand? So it's bad. It's a rip-off collection. It's already almost dead. I was trying my best to entertain, and I did. I did some good stuff tonight, but it's really hard when the collection is a piece of garbage and people are already quitting it. So guess what? We raised like $57 of support tonight. The thing was, there was engagement. People were talking all night about the matches, and yes, there were people watching, trolls and everything, but no one wanted to support it. So this overall was my worst engaged, worst supported day that I've had in years. And I know why. I said this to the audience. It's because there's no new games right now, right? We've been playing the same shit for a long time. The best streams are chill streams. Minecraft and Truck Simulator are the two games that are doing consistently well because it's relaxing, it's fun, it's interactive. Everything else people are bored of. So perhaps with the Switch 2 coming out, perhaps with other games coming out this month like Mind's Eye, and they're going to announce other games at Summer Game Fest and things coming up. Maybe it's a godsend, right? Maybe now is the right time for a new console and a new Mario Kart and things, because I think things are just dead. Otherwise, people are just not interested in these games that I'm playing because they've been around too long and people sadly just don't have attention span for them. All I will say is this: if you're someone who likes either Blueprints or Claire Obscure, I don't know where you've been, but I can't. I'm floundering now. I want to play these more. I'm going to do one more stream of Blueprints and see if it works. And if it doesn't, we're done with it. Even though we've played as much as we have, I have to move on to other things people want. And the same thing with Claire Obscure. Like, I know we're in the end game, but what the hell happened? Where was everyone? I can't do a stream for 10 people. Okay? So yeah, a disappointing, disheartening, frustrating day. On top of all of that, no updates on my Switch 2. I'm waiting all day, nothing. No update, no shipment confirmation, no shipment information. I hope tomorrow's a better day, folks. Here's what we're doing tomorrow, okay? On the podcast in the morning, number one, I hope you will come by and rally and support the show. I mean it. Some days we get tons of support for the podcast. Today we had like none. Please come by and support the show in the morning. All right. During that show, I'm hoping to look for a wheel and pedal for PC. The problem that I think we're going to arise here, people are telling me the best one is the Logitech, but they're telling me it's over $300, and I'm not dropping over $300 on a peripheral that I'm not sold we're going to use all the time. And I just had 3 bad streams. I don't have a ton of excess cash now to drop on this peripheral because 3 bad streams in a row is not good. Okay. So let's see what happens tomorrow on the show. Maybe it is well supported, and then I'll get the Logitech. We'll see what happens, all right? But after that, we're going to do Elden Ring Night Rain. What I want to do on that stream is see the other 3 bosses I haven't seen. I think one is supposed to be a knight, and then one is, oh God, what are they? There were 6, and we saw 3. What the hell were the other 2? Oh, I'm having a brain fart right now what the other 2 are. But I want to see what they are. I think it'd be pretty cool to see what the final 3 bosses are we haven't seen. Plus, I think in those runs, you see other mini bosses we haven't seen yet either. So that'll be fun. So there is Night Rain tomorrow, and I will pick a different character. I won't just keep picking Iron Eye. I'll try either the Duchess or another class, okay? And then tomorrow night, Minecraft. Why are we doing Minecraft? Because the Minecraft stream on Sunday night did exceptionally well. And I told you guys if we hit the goal, I would do it again. We did. So we're doing it again. So guys, please tomorrow, let's come back. Let's get engagement, get people to show up and engage and hang out and like the games. And please come support the streams. All right. I really need to bounce back. I do. One final thing. I know people are like, but Phil, don't you think that everyone is just holding out for the marathon on Thursday? No, I don't. I think a lot of people are getting their Switch 2 on Thursday and they'll be playing it. I think we will have some people for the marathon, but I don't think there's literally all the regular supporters have decided to hold off on Thursday. I don't think that's happening. I don't. I'm just being honest with you. Maybe I'm wrong because I've been wrong. Sometimes people say, oh no, maybe you're underestimating. And I'm like, maybe I am. I don't think so though. All right. So please have a good evening. I'll see you all in the morning. Hopefully things go better tomorrow. We'll find out. Thanks for those who were here today and did support in some way. I do appreciate you. Let's just hope for a better day tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow, let's get some damn information about my Switch 2 being on the way. Okay? Thank you all. Have a good night. See you in the AM. Peace out.